Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So it seems like Epic Games is trying really hard to throw shade at Apple, and they're trying to do their best to call out what they think something not fair from Apple, even though Epic Games is probably not less worse than Apple, if not actually worse, because they're trying to mobilize quote unquote their players who are mostly kids, because let's face it, that's a kid's game. There are some adult people who play it and enjoy it, but they're not going to partake in this kind of nonsense. But anyway, so here we have an article from The Verge saying that, here quote, the players who compete in the tournament have the opportunity to win an in-game skin of the evil-looking Apple-featured Epic 1980 Fortnite video, which was a parody of one of the most iconic Apple adverts that were ever created. And it's funny to look at this because at the end of the day, after this battle, Epic and Apple will find an agreement, and those people who will win this skin here will just have it as a kind of memento. It's just like when Epic Games was not really happy with Sony for not allowing crossplay, except that at that time I think Epic Games were totally correct and totally on the right side there concerning cross-platform gaming. But now I think Fortnite is just being bitchy, and they're trying to get an agreement with Apple that would make them treated differently from other developers on the Apple Store. The article says in its blog about the tournament, Epic also reminded iOS players that they won't be able to play the next season of Fortnite, which is scheduled on August the 27th. So it's like, hey, you're not gonna play Fortnite on iOS, you're not gonna play the next season. And then Epic suggested iOS players consider migrating to other platforms where Fortnite is available before the next season. So you can see here that they're trying to win over those iOS players because they don't think that they will reach an agreement with Apple anytime soon. I think Apple is on the right side here because I don't want to see Epic Games getting any kind of treatment that would make them above any other developer on the Apple Store. That is just disingenuous. And of course we have this free Fortnite hashtag, and we have this creature here, I don't know what it is, with the rainbow colors. So it's as manipulative as it could ever be. And if we're talking about free in Fortnite, I suggest that Epic Games should free Fortnite from the BLM propaganda that they did a few weeks ago, and from mobilizing its player base against Apple. This is a corporate against corporate battle. Players have nothing to do with this, but Epic Games is trying to make itself look like it's the voice of the people, whereas it's not. They're just looking for their own benefit. And here on Twitter we have Rod Breslow. I think this person is famous for having those Twitch news and insider news in there. So here he's tweeting and saying that Apple has fired back against Epic Games in a new legal filing, saying that Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney asked for a special deal. And there we go. And here we have 35 pages, if I remember well, document, just Apple explaining that it's not good to have in-app payments and to have payments and apps outside of the Apple Store because it jeopardizes people's security. And they have actually made a case in there because there was this problem where people downloaded Fortnite from web pages, and of course when it goes to web pages you don't know what you're going to download in there. So yeah, that does make some sense. And again, saying that according to Apple's filing, here the quote says, specifically on June 13th, 2020, Epic CEO Tim Sweeney wrote my colleagues and me an email asking for a side letter from Apple that would create a special deal for only Epic that would fundamentally change the way in which Epic offers apps on the Apple's iOS platform. So there you go, that was on June the 13th according to Apple. So these people here, Tim Sweeney specifically and Epic Games, knew what they were doing, and because they didn't get this special deal, they violated the terms of service that they agreed on when they put their game on the Apple Store, and now they're trying to play victim. I'm not really defending Apple here, but I think that Epic Games is very disingenuous, especially in this case. But when Epic Games was speaking about cross-platform, I think that they were totally right. So I'm not really taking any sides here. It's just what I think is right or wrong, or what I think is logical or not. So here again, it says, in this email, Mr. Sweeney expressly acknowledged that his purpose changes would be in direct breach of multiple terms of the agreements between Epic and Apple. Mr. Sweeney acknowledged that Epic could not implement its proposal unless the agreement between Epic and Apple were modified, and that's it. And that's why when they changed the in-app payment in the Fortnite iOS application, they were just kicked out. And now we even have news that Apple is going to totally ban Epic Games from using anything related to the iOS platform, like development programs and kits and whatnot. So yeah, good for you, Epic Games, because that's not the way how you treat the problem. And again, Epic Games is saying that they're trying to make the people who buy in-app currency and those items, they're trying to make them not lose money. But why didn't you, for example, just remove that 30% from the price that Apple takes and, just get the 70% that you always get, and telling people, hey, this is 30% less than you pay. You're going to pay us directly. We're not taking here anything above what we already took. But of course, they're not going to do that because it's not in their best interest, because they only want people's money. Anyway, thank you for watching. What do you think about this case? Do you think that Apple is really on the right side here, or do you think that Epic Games is on the right side? Leave your comments down below, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a good one.